Yes, 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 people. Welcome to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. My apologies on the lateness, but I was trying to pattern another show, so that's why I'm late. Normally, I don't have an excuse. Normally, it's just me being typical black man in it. Like, normally, it's just me living the stereotype of a black male in it, and which is the case. I do have that. You know what I'm saying? I don't fit all the black stereotypes, but one of the black stereotypes I do fit is being late. But this time I was late because I was trying to start out another show, and you lot will know on Friday what I was sorting out. But I'm here by my fellow co-host, my like Zeno is in the building. What are you telling me, Zeno? You good?
Bro, I don't have words, man. I don't have
Zeno
words. What do I
stressed,
even say, man? Now, before
Zeno
we start,
stressed.
big up to the chats. It's gonna be good because of you guys, but bro, I'm stressed. I'm stressed.
Yo, we gonna get into all that, Zeno. Holly taxes hit you already. We only in September, so we are gonna get into all of that. But first and foremost, like I state at the start of each live show, love to everyone who's supporting Sarcasm City TV in whatever capacity. Much appreciated, and it does not go unnoticed. So big up to everyone who is supporting the channel. Please make sure whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching this back, you hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Hit the like button on the video. Share it across all the socials as well. Go to my Twitter and Instagram. That's me flawless. That's me flawless. You can retweet and like from my Twitter, share from my Instagram. You can also find all of Zeno's socials, and his TikTok is underneath in the description as well. Don't you lot double check that for me though, but it should be underneath there in the description. And subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV, if you're new. Roll to 4K on Sarcasm City TV. Hit the notification bell as well. Hit the notification bell as well. Make sure you do that. And if you haven't seen the ManDem United podcast before, it's where myself and Zeno talk all things Manchester United, talk Ollie Tax. You see how Zeno's stressed already? This is therapy settings for him because me and him haven't spoke since the game yesterday. We haven't spoke. So for those that don't know, well, for those that how do you not know? United obviously went out to West Ham in the Carabao Cup. So that's why I titled this video Carabao Cup exit, how significant? League Cup exit, how significant? But before we
It
get into
doesn't
that, we're gonna
even
get Zeno.
feel real, man. It doesn't
Yo, we're
even
gonna get
feel.
into
It's
it,
the
Zeno. Let me get
first
to the comments.
round, bro.
Let me get
Go
to the
on.
comments in it. You was gassed. Yeah, I'm saying you was gassed up, but we gonna get to that, man. We gonna get to that. Abdallah says, people make sure you slap the like button, subscribe if you're new as well. AD was saying it's still happening. Yes, of course. You know what I'm saying? We don't stop. Hashtag the show must go on. I'll be doing this in my 60s, 70s, 80s till they put me in the ground. And even when I'm up in heaven or wherever I go after man passes, I'll still be live streaming. You know what I'm saying? I say bury me with the mic. You know what I'm saying? And that. Bury me with the mic and the laptop and the camera and the ring light. Bury me with all this. You know what I'm saying? Zeno, because look at the Zeno, it says flawless tax moving like Ollie. What's gonna happen in the future, people? Zeno will start the show without me. So when I'm late, you'll still get the show. That's what we're gonna do. Zeno gonna run the show without me. These man saying flawless tax is hefty. Look at this, a Liverpool fan and a Timo Werner fan tells you all you need to know. And that Conrad says, big up flawless and Zeno. I'm playing early access and watching. What's
Big
early
up,
access?
man.
Do you know what that is?
FIFA. Yeah.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I didn't even know that. But yeah, man, large up to everyone who's locked in. Abdallah says, man, like flawless, doing up African timing. Yeah, man, I'm proper living up to the black man stereotype, which is terrible. It is terrible. Where else we at? Yo, flawless, did you see Timo's Insta story from last night calling me and you out? No, I didn't see it. I didn't. Ahmed says flawless, therefore moving using brown and black people time. Facts. Large up Dan, who says, big up you both out of the tight energy Buffalo Drink Cup. Yeah, man, we're going to get into all that. But yes, Manchester United have exited the League Cup. How significant? Zeno, thoughts on the game, first and foremost. Thoughts on the game.
Well, look, up until we conceded, it's just a recurring theme with us. We always get dominated. We always look the worst team until we concede a goal, and it pisses me off. And this time, we just couldn't come back. We got dominated. They scored. Our defending there was shaky by Tellez, and I think Lindelof it was. They took advantage. They took their chance, and they scored. And then we just couldn't create clear-cut chances, bro.
Nope.
We couldn't. And again, it comes down to the manager, and I'm not having it because, on Twitter there was a very big debate. People still saying Ole in. I just don't understand it. I don't know. You can't blame the players because I'm s- I'm gonna get a lot of hate. But look, everyone there, Marshall said Marshall looked whack. But bro, where was the clear cut chances? We don't create chances like that. And let me tell you why. Okay, so Marshall did look slow. I'll give you that. But what did he do wrong? His dribbling, his link up play was there. I get that, his movement may have been slow, but let me tell you this flawless. Look,
Go on.
he started Tellers and Dallo. We
Yeah.
all know these are our most attacking fullbacks, and what are they known for? Crossing in the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So he plays a striker who likes the ball to his feet. He likes the 1-2 touch link up play. But then when we play on the weekend, Ronaldo and Cavani, who are strikers who want it on their head, who does he play? Wan-Bissaka, who can't cross, and Luke Shaw has been dead this season. It doesn't make sense. Like, look, Marshall was poor, but he shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place. Why is he playing with fullbacks who like to cross the ball?
I
Like,
was letting you go,
why?
fam.
Why?
I
No,
was
but
letting you
yeah,
go.
we pausing for suspense. Like
Here's
people, AD
Go
saying
on.
Marshall's whack. Why?
Here's
And
the thing
again,
is, what I will say
yeah,
is, I said this on the watch along. I like the lineup. Minus for the
yeah,
most part, I like the lineup, so I had no complaints.
yeah,
Henderson and goal, fullbacks. Didn't really want to see Bailly Lindelof, but I'm not mad at it. Donny and Matic is
mm,
the pivot. Wanted to see Mata in the 10. I said yes. Sancho left, Lingard right, Martial up top. So I give Ollie credit and his flowers for the lineup because I actually like the lineup. However, we did
yeah,
start off awful. We started off awfully. Like we wasn't good at all. But then after Manchester United conceded the goal, we played better in the first half. One touch, two touch. You know what I'm saying? And that like we was moving the ball around, but without really creating too much. And the only chances we created was the clear cut was the one for Martial and the one for Greenwood. They're the only two, and we should have had a penalty. They're the only two chances
yeah,
we
yeah.
actually
We were
created.
robbed again,
So people were
again.
talking
Another
about we
penalty.
dominated the ball, we dominated possession, we had this many shots, this many touches in the opposition box. What did we create? However, I do believe Donny was good. Like I say, Henderson was actually good yesterday. Made a couple of
Mm,
quality saves, especially I
yeah,
think
he
it was
did
the last one
100%.
from Bowen. Bailly and
Yeah,
Lindelof,
near
I can't
post.
really fault.
Yeah,
Bailly and Lindelof, I can't really fault because it's not like West Ham created a whole load of chances up until the last parts of the game where United are pushing forward and you're going to get caught on the break. When you're pushing forward for a
yeah,
goal, that's going to happen. So I can't really fault Bailly and Lindelof too much. The low Tellers weren't good. They weren't good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking individuals here. They weren't good. Do I believe they was that bad? No. But were they good? No. Um, I liked Matic and Donny in the pivot. I thought they did
yeah,
well. That's why we dominated the game. However, Donny did get caught for the goal. You know what I'm saying? Lanzini was his man. That's on Donny. But for the most part, he was good. I thought our front four was terrible, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Mata was ineffective. Lingard had moments. Sancho had moments. Martial was awful. Let's keep it real. Martial wasn't good. However,
yeah,
that's not all on Martial. However, Martial has to do better, and Martial was awful. He was.
yeah,
And I can't even put it on
yeah.
Ollie
hundred
Tax or
percent.
anything like that. I get to that. However, someone said in the comments, it was Ryan actually yesterday on the watch along. Ryan was on the watch along yesterday, and he said, what exactly did Ollie do wrong today? And I said the subs. I didn't like his substitutions. I didn't like Alanga for Tellers. Might as well have left Tellers out there. Um, he brought on Bruno for, was it Juan Mata he brought him on for? I can't even remember. But he was late.
Yeah,
Didn't work.
yeah. No, it was
Like,
Greenwood for Mata, Bruno
oh,
for
Greenwood for
Lingard.
Mata. I like that sub. I like that sub.
Yeah,
I do. But we never got a different look. It's all like for like. You know what I'm saying? It's all like for like in terms of whether it's position for like when I say like for like, it's
mm,
either a left back for a left back or the left back's going on to play left back. There's no change. You don't give them a different look. We play in the exact same way in the exact same formation we was playing beforehand. So that's how I look at it. But yeah, back to the point I was making. Somebody said, Ryan asked me, and he said, "What did Ollie do wrong today?" And I said, "The only thing I think he got wrong was the subs and changing it." But then someone else said in the comments, I can't remember who it was, and it was a great point. Said most of the things Ollie gets wrong is not on match day. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
not a match day issue. Like the most of the things Ollie gets wrong is not on match days beforehand. The lack of cohesion, the lack of team chemistry, the lack of a system. We've played West Ham now twice with two different 11s and got two different performances, both poor, but everything's different. You know what I'm saying? The plan of attack is completely different because we're based on the 11 we play. If we would have played Ronaldo, Bruno, Greenwood, and Rashford, say for instance, well, Rashford's not fit, but say it was Rashford, we're getting a
yeah,
completely different performance against West Ham. It's based on the 11. Whereas if Chelsea rotate, you're getting a Chelsea performance. Tuchel never keeps the same team. Same with City. You're getting a City-like performance. There's no such thing as a Manchester United-like performance. The only thing consistent about Manchester United's performance is they are poor and it's not sustainable because we rely on individual brilliance. So the fact that we rely on individual brilliance, when the individual brilliance is not there, you see how bad we are. What was the difference between that game yesterday and the game against West Ham on the weekend? Was Ronaldo scoring and Lingard sticking at top bins. That's the only difference. Legit. That's the only difference in those two games. If Lingard's on the pitch and he sticks at top bins and Martial scores a scrappy goal, right, Ronaldo, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Bear in mind, this was West Ham's B team. They didn't play too well, but they looked more like a cohesive unit than we did. How can we never look like a cohesive? And here's the thing is, this is how I know when it's going bad, is the fact that I believe Ollie got the team right. I like the team and it still went wrong. But however, like the person said in the comments, Ollie does things wrong before the match day. It's not on a match day. That team should have played against Young Boys. And then that puts them in a better place to then play against West Ham. It's hard to go in. I think who said it? Was it?
Yeah,
was it hard?
the first time playing together.
It was hard. You said it, and he was like, "It's hard to bring players out from the cold and they hit the ground running." He's like, "That's very, very tough." This is why I was so annoyed about United not playing these players against Young Boys. Give them a run of games. So if they would have played against Young Boys, they're now in a better place to play against West Ham. It's 2 games in a week. So you're getting up to, like, match sharpness is a thing. Match fitness is a thing. You can train all you want. You can play reserve games all you want. But getting up to match speed can only happen in matches. That's why it's called match fitness. That's why it's called match sharpness. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm looking at
it. You're spot on, bro. But the thing with Ole, yeah, you're right. Everything's right. He gets it wrong on match day, like you said about having systems. Tuchel, they can swap players, but they play the same way. Same with Man City. Same with Liverpool. Liverpool, I don't know if you remember, they played their C team against Everton and they slapped these guys. They played all the youngsters, their C team. They still played the same way because Ole goes on about United DNA. What's that? Just passion.
Yeah, it's a passion.
Is that the United DNA?
Well, somebody please, sorry to cut you off. Somebody please put Ollie's comments from yesterday in the comments because Ollie made some interesting comments and it shows why we have issues. So someone please put his comments in there. And before you continue as well, I just got this message here from Eddie. It says, who's been a Sarcasm City soldier for 3 months now. He said, best money I ever spent. Like and subscribe or even become a member if you can. Shout out to my dogs Zeno and Floor Buddy. I may wake up in time for Saturday. Don't worry if you don't wake up in time for Saturday. And big up to you, Eddie, as well for becoming a member. If you want to become a member, the link is underneath in the description. And that's a way to get on the channel is by becoming a member. There's 3 different levels: Sarcasm Citizen, Sarcasm City Soldier, Sarcasm City General. And they're the 3 levels right there. And that's how Eddie's ended up on the watch-alongs because he became a member. I liked him. I'm like, this guy's a star. Boom. Now he's on watch-along. So you never know where it can lead to. But go on, Zeno. Carry on.
I think one of Ole's comments was, we struggle against low blocks. And he was like questioning himself. It's like, for some reason we struggle against low blocks. Bro, that's your job. You're the manager. Sort it out. You have the players to sort it out.
No.
Why are you coming in the press conference and telling us, we know this, bro. We've seen this last season, the season before. And, even there, going back to something Haj tweeted, he said something that it makes so much sense. He said, we play relegation football with superstars. Look at the people we have and look at the football we have. Look how Brighton play. Graham Potter, man. Look at the team they have. You're telling me they have better players than us.
No, it's lies.
Exactly. And that's why people saying, Zidane can't do it. Zidane was lucky. He had world-class players. Bro, world-class players doesn't guarantee good football because we have a team filled with good players.
100%.
But look how we're playing. We're playing worse than people below us.
100%. Yeah, you're right. Ollie in this last night, we can focus more on the league now. I even know what go on. Ryan says, will Martial ever start another game for United? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that he starts another game. I think even if he plays well yesterday and he scores a hat trick, I don't think he starts another game for us. It has to be injuries and things like that. He's not going to play. Like, I'm a fan, but it is time for him to move on, I would say. Ahmed says, as I said yesterday, when your playing style changes that drastically, just because you change personnel, it's clear the players are freestyling and there's no system. Been saying this for the longest. 100% should be 100% we've been
Everyone
saying
knows it, yeah.
And Funny Vid says we only We only go consistently behind 1-0. Facts. That's why I call us Doggy Style FC. Canada Devil says big up Flawless and Zeno. City played their youngsters, but still Pam Wickham 6-1. I hear you. MB says Flawless. If you don't want Martial, I'll take him an Arsenal fan. Wenger wanted him in a swap deal for Sanchez. He's a baller. I still believe he's a baller. It's just not for us. He's legit just not for us.
His football style of play doesn't suit how Ole is playing. The lack of style.
Facts. And hey, we got over 30 of you lot in there. We even got 15 likes. Get the likes up on the video. Mods, get everyone liking and subscribing, please. Thank you very much. Let's get that up. Let's go, people. Celebrate, bro. You have 3 midweeks now. The Caravan Cup is Timper anyway, says Lewis. That is a plus. I don't have to worry about Carabao Cup watching.
I was going to ask you, like, is it better we come out now rather than getting to the semi-finals and losing to Man City?
Makes no difference.
Let's say that happens. Yeah, I think it's maybe
makes no. You ain't winning the trophy anyway. It makes no difference.
Yeah.
You know why this makes it worse? Because our squad players ain't gonna play now. They're not gonna play in the Champions. There's no Carabao Cup. The FA Cup's not till January. He's not gonna rotate in the Premier League. He's not gonna rotate in the Champions League. These man ain't gonna play. Martial, Lingard, Wamato, Donny, Telles, Dalot. These men ain't gonna play. Where are these men gonna play?
Yeah, that's a good point still. Yeah.
Man are not gonna play. Dan says here, saw the latest Saeed vid. The City fan even said he's glad Oli is manager. If it was Zidane or Conte, United winning the league, that's with that squad. We're competing with that squad. I 100% agree with that. I don't know about winning, but we're competing. With this manager, we're not competing. Man, we're talking quadruples, domestic trebles. Now, man, are quiet. On Tuesday, we had, was it Tuesday? It was either Tuesday or last week, Thursday, we had man in the comments talking the most, the Oli inners. Where the man at now? These man only sing when we win. And where are you man at now? Can't hear from you, man. Let us at 1-4-0. You man are all in the comments like, oh, you Oli in. Where are you man now? And again, I don't even put the majority of the blame of this defeat on Oli. I blame the players more. But Oli is still accountable because it's like your players your team continues to underperform that you're managing. So at some point, you're the reason. You're the problem. And the players are issue. Yes, the players should have done better. 100%. That team was good enough to beat West Ham. Our front four weren't good enough. Simple as that. Our front four
you see with that team, I even said 4 of the 1 second. With that team, I said 4 of the players should be or are my first choice. There's Dalot, who I want as my first choice. There's Donny Matic, who we said that is our best double pivot, and Sancho. I said these are 4 starting players. The rest of the team, it's not like they're bad. There's not Dan James. It's not Pereira. It's not Phil Jones, even though he was there. Bro, this was such a good team. And guess what? We played dead football because we don't have a system. And the thing is with Telles, yes, I get, majority of the game he was dry. But this is what I'm going to say. Our players, our weaknesses and deficiencies are highlighted more because Ole doesn't put them in a position to succeed. For example, we always use this with Trent. Is Trent a good defender? No, he's not. But guess what? You don't see that because all you see is his strength, which is going forward, which is attacking, which is crossing. Tell us the first 10 minutes what happened. They dominated possession. So if it's going to be 2v1 on Telles every single minute, every single second, he's going to get pressed. Telles is going to get wrecked. He's going to break his ankles because he's not a good defender. We know this, but that's not his strength. His strength is going forward. So people saying Telles is dead because of the first 10 minutes, bro. What you want him to do when he's getting dominated? That's not his strength. The same thing happens to Trent. When Trent got caught up position against AC Milan, I think, but people won't talk about that because he created chances for them to score. But so that's what I'm saying. Same with Martial. Look, Martial needs to do better with his movement because I think for me, Mata and Lingard, they were lively. They were trying things. But Martial was a bit slow. And, maybe that's down to match fitness, match sharpness. But the thing is with Martial, I think with his link-up play with them, I'd say it was poor. But then if you're starting Telles and Dalot with Martial, I think that's pointless. If we start Cavani with them 2 wingbacks, bro, we're feasting. We're winning 3-0.
But
and
again,
2 of them are probably Cavani headers. It
comes down to systems and things like that because no matter what fullbacks are playing, they should be doing the same. No matter what fullbacks are playing with the system you have in your fullback should be doing the same job. Will they be doing the same job as the first team fullbacks? No, because they're not of the level. But your first choice right back and your second choice right back should be trying to do the same job. Same with your first choice left back and second choice left back. Same way with your striker, your 2 wide players, however you play your number 6 or 2 6s. And that's where system comes into play. They should be doing the same job. Will they do it to the same level? No. Will there be slight differences? Of course, because players are different. But the overall job title should be the same. You know what I'm saying? We have the same role to do. If it's a fullback, if the first choice right back job is to get to the byline and cross it in, the second choice right back should be getting to the byline and crossing in. They shouldn't be the first choice right back is at the byline crossing it in, but then the second choice right back is crossing it in from deep. The first choice number 9 should be making the same runs that the second choice number 9 should be making. You make this run when the fullback gets it here. And that's where coaching and everything comes into it. But how many times have we spoken about this? How many times?
Literally, we said this. We said this on Tuesday. We're gonna repeat the same things over and over again. We can literally record one podcast and play it throughout the whole season because it's the same story week in, week out.
Yeah, and one done. This is very, 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 very good comment. He says, "Look how every Chelsea fan used to cuss their players until they got a new manager. It's not the players, bro. It's the fucking manager." You're right. I hear exactly what you're saying because Chelsea fans used to be on the neck of Christensen's not good enough. Rudiger's not good enough. Jorginho's not good enough. Kante's not what he was. Kovacic isn't good enough. Alonso ain't.
One example there. Old. You said it. Alonso. If Alonso was playing in this team, everyone would say he's dead. But look what he's doing with that Tuchel system. Look, people will say he's one of the best in the league.
True.
Guess why? Very because Tuchel's getting the best out of him.
True. That's you spot on. When Lampard turned around and said the Chelsea squad ain't good enough to compete, we're not ready yet. Nobody said, "Nah, you're wrong." Very few people, I should say, he was wrong. Then Tuchel came in and won the Champions League. So was it the players or was it the manager? One done. This is I'm gonna use this at a later date. So when you hear me using this point at a later date, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. 100%.
100%.
The players need to do more. Yes, but I get your overall point. Big up YG. Jazzy says big up Flawless and Zeno. Big up to man. You. Flawless, I told you that the players that consistently let you down will cost him. Flawless, I told you the players that could say this again, Noah. Make that comment again. Large up to Dad who says big up all the mods too, the most consistent mods on YouTube. Large up to you as well. Large up my big bro AV8 in the building says ManDem. Large up to you, man, each and every time. Big up. It's like man. City. Pep can play 2 different 11s and it's the same football and patterns get Oli out already. Oli was his worst ever manager. Sent him aside. What has he got the job based on? That run that he had. That's what it was. AD says, I think we should play Wan-Bissaka and Varane as centre backs. Play Dalot as a academy at right back. No, I think Wan-Bissaka as a 2 is a terrible idea. In a 3, yes. As a 2, I think that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, with Wan-Bissaka
as well.
With Wan-Bissaka, bro, it's the same thing with saying Lindelof can play centre-back. I mean, CDM, because there's more to being a defender than just tackles. Wan-Bissaka, we all know positionally, like his awareness is poor. You go back to the Leipzig game, he's the reason why we lost as well, because his positional awareness is poor. Aerially, Wan-Bissaka will get bullied as well. He's not good on the ball as well. Imagine he's getting pressed. What is he going to do? Bro, you've seen how Wan-Bissaka dribbles. You've seen how he is on the ball. He's not good. 1-2 touch passing. He's not really good like that. So him as a centre-back it's a flop. I can see where you're coming from because he's a good tackler, but there's more to being a centre-back than just tackling.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. YG says, I 100% agree. Says big up Dan. What Prime says big up the man them. Large up to Prime. Prime still back in his manager, yeah? Ollie can still win the league, yeah? Is that what you're telling me? You've been hella quiet in that. Man's hella quiet. Chorus A says, yes, broski's big up another masterclass podcast. I like that. Masterclass podcast. That sounds fire still. But that's what I'm saying. I don't even put the majority of the blame yesterday on Ollie. That's on the players because that team is good enough. And I liked the lineup for the most part. That's on him. But again, like someone said in the comments, the majority of the things that Ollie has done wrong are not on match day. They're non-match days. We go into it unprepared. We are not best prepared to win matches. Not at all.
Yeah, but you see, look, we dominate possession, and I'm like, what do we do with it, though? Everyone's saying, oh, we had 60% possession, 20 shots or something. Bro, the shots were from outside the box. There weren't shots that tested the keeper. Like, the keeper was good for that one Mata shot. Jeez, man.
What?
Mata is so techie. The way he kept it down. Big up to the keeper. But listen, we need to be doing more. This is West Ham's B team. Their
Yep.
best players weren't playing,
Yep.
and we can't turn up. And it was our B team, but our players are way better than these guys. This is a
You're
team
right.
you can field in the Champions League, and we
Yeah.
flopped.
Bro, I was saying that the players that consistently let down Ollie will cost him his job. I think he lets them down, but we move because the squad is there. But
Squad is
I
there.
can't
He's
say I
conning
disagree, Noah,
everyone.
but it is what it is. I don't think the players let him down. I think he lets the players down. But that's just me. If you ask me who's the bigger problem, the players or the manager, I'm telling you the manager. Even though yesterday the players were a bigger problem than the manager. That's what I would say. He's saying Ollie and his team can still challenge. Yes, they won't win the league though. Okay. So at least you don't think they'll win the league now. That's good. At least we're getting somewhere, Prime. You know what I'm saying? The fact
What's
that
your
you think Ollie can.
definition of challenging though? Like what? Till January?
Yeah. What are you saying, Prime? You saying United are within 6 points? Yeah. What is it? I can't even pronounce. Yo, I'm just gonna call you Panda because I don't want to butcher your name, my guy. Or you might be a girl. My apologies. I don't want to butcher your name. Says, is there any slim chance that Ollie gets sacked this season? It could happen. Do I believe it in my heart of hearts? No. I think he has to finish outside of the top 4, and I don't believe he finishes outside of the top 4. Yeah, that's what
In
it
the
is.
next month, he could get sacked because look at the fixtures we have coming up.
We ain't getting sacked, fam. Actually, if we're 10, 15 points off top 4, then yes. But I think we get points out of this run. Because he's just gonna
That's
show up
the
shop.
problem because
He's just gonna show up shop. What did you say? You said we get what? 20 odd points out of that period. I said 8. Oh, did I say 11? I think I said 11.
out of 20, out of 27, I think. Is it 27? Because
We'll
how
go
many
through it
games?
again. We'll go through it
There's
again
nine.
shortly,
There's
people.
9 games, 27. So I said
27. I think I said 11. I can just see him shutting up shop
Yeah.
and just playing on the counter attack against everybody. That's what it is. But do I see him getting sacked? The only way he gets sacked, people are talking about, if he doesn't win a trophy, he'll get sacked. He needs one more season. If United finish in the top 4, he's not getting sacked. Even if we go out of the Champions League group stages, he's not getting sacked. If we fail to win the Europa League, he's not getting sacked. He's not. It's not happening. So is there a slim chance he gets sacked? Yes, but I think it's very slim. Put it this way, I think, actually, I can't even say that. I think United winning the Premier League or Champions League and Ollie getting sacked are slim to none. That's what I'd say.
I think with Ole, maybe he doesn't get sacked during the season, but at the end of the season he might go. Because I think maybe he made a promise with the Glazers because look, he got his signings and he's probably like, give me this season. So I think maybe during the season he won't get sacked, but if we don't win anything and we finish outside the top 4, he won't be our manager next season. There's no way someone can keep a job after that with this squad.
What if we go out? What if we don't win anything?
Yeah, if we don't win anything and we don't even finish in the top 4, he can't keep his job, bro.
Yeah. Like he will keep his job. When Rashford comes back, does Pogba get dropped even though he should be the first name on your team sheet? No, Pogba goes back and plays in the 6. That's what will happen. Pogba plays in the 6.
How do you think Rashford does though when he comes back? Like Pogba playing in the 6 and Rashford there.
Rashford does what Rashford does, scores and assists. That's what he'll do. He'll get goals, he'll get assists because that's like Bruno. That's what Rashford does. However,
and you know these man, they step ahead with the at the expense of the rest of the team.
I was just about to say that.
Rashford comes on. I think Ronaldo's stats might dry up as well. Pogba is going to look dead because he's going to be playing 6 again. You know, Sancho will be the only creative player if he's on the field. If we have Rashford and Greenwood on either wings with Ronaldo up front, don't expect Ronaldo to score.
Yep. Like that's what it is. Ronaldo will still score because he's Ronaldo, and the same way Bruno and Rashford will still score because they're Bruno and Rashford. However, in the long term, it's not going to mean anything because we are not winning anything. This is what I keep drumming into people. People call Bruno the talisman and all of this rubbish. Lead us to something then. What has he led us to? Bruno's been great.
Can we talk about Bruno, bro? Fantastic. He came on last night.
He's been
and
world
he was
class.
More of a liability.
All of that type of stuff. He's been absolutely fantastic. All of this jargon, yeah? And then boom. You know what I'm saying? What have we won? Let me get to this, though. There's a couple things. Before we get to Bruno, there's a couple things I do want to get to as well. Where else we at? Where is it? Prime says, bro, I've never said United will win the league, though. My apologies, Prime, if you didn't say that. Challenge meaning to me, it still looks realistic that you guys can win the league. The fact you think it's realistic United can win the league is wild to me.
Mm.
The fact that you think we can realistically win the league is wild to me. With a manager you don't rate. But here we are in it. That's just wild to me. MB says, flawless and Zeno, your honest verdict on Donny's cameo against West Ham. I would say Donny, he was good. He did lose his man for the goal, and we have to keep the same energy. So yeah, 100%. But minus that, I thought he was good. The midfield actually looked good. For once, our midfield wasn't a problem. I don't think our midfield was a problem in that game. I don't look at it. It's not like West Ham. I don't know the possession stats, but it's not like they battered us. Yes, towards the end when you're chasing the game, they're going to hit you on the counter attack. But yeah,
I think for me, look, Donny was probably my man of the match. I think, look, that Greenwood chance, what a ball from Donny. Very good ball.
Yes.
He was tidy in possession. He made very, the crunching tackles that McTominay would, because he realized he had to bulk up and he has to adapt his game to this sort of like passion merchant type of thing just to impress Ole. And I think he done that well. But he did make, the error to the goal. I think also Tellez had a big part in conceding that chance. But for me, Donny was our best player, and I don't see how he doesn't start with our main team because he played so good. You can't drop Donny after a performance like that. That's the good thing about the Carabao Cup. It gives these people a chance to show themselves. And I don't know, after Flawless told me that these guys are not going to get another chance, I'm pissed off more that we got knocked out, because I said, look, maybe we can get rest then. Fair enough. Maybe that's like one silver lining that I just tried to find. But Flawless makes a good point. When next is Donny going to play?
Yeah, he's not playing. He's not going to start, should I say. He's not going to start. So that's how I'd look at it. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. Big up Mitesh, who says, big up Flawless. I see you on streams all day. My guy, big up to you. MN says, big up Flawless and
Big
Zeno.
up,
Hope
man.
you're doing well. Large up to MN, the latest member, the latest person to join the Sarcasm City TV membership. Link is underneath in the description. Wayne says, big up my guys in the chat and the panel. Hope you haven't missed me. Nah, we haven't, Wayne, in it. You know what I'm saying? But nah, large up my guy, Wayne. That's my guy. Big up Wayne. AD says, thoughts on Sancho. Ollie Tax. That's my thoughts on Sancho. I'm not surprised. He's still a quality player, but he was always going to suffer. All of our players suffer. Like, this is
Wait, what do you think of Sancho though? I didn't think he was bad.
at times.
Yeah.
He was bright at times, but he's not gonna look like he did at Dortmund yet. Simply because he's still like getting up to match fitness, one.
Dortmund as well last season,
I'm
he
out here by
started off
myself.
bad.
Say again?
Yeah.
Say again.
Oh, sorry. Last season with Dortmund, he started off poorly as well, like super poor. He stunk out the place. So I think, look, give him 3 more games because he didn't have a preseason and he was sick. So give him 3 more games and then we judge him.
Yeah. What did you think of Tellez' performance? Not good, Ryan. It wasn't a good performance. I'm a fan of Tellez, but it wasn't good. But again, we're not going to see him again now anyway. Unless Luke Shaw gets injured, we're not going to see him. Premier League, Champions League, we're not going to see him. So even if he comes in there and he puts in a 10 out of 10 performance, Shaw's going to start against Villa. So that was the thing, is like, these players are not, we're not going to see them again. Like, simple as that.
Yeah, the good thing about Dallo is Wan-Bissaka got a red card, so I'm happy to see Dallo in the Champions League with our main team.
We'll see him for one game. We'll see him for the one game.
Because it was straight red, wasn't it?
Nah, but I think it's only, for some reason I heard it's only one game. This is what I heard.
Really?
Yeah.
I really wanted to see Dallo for 3 games.
Yeah. Ryan says, do you think Greenwood starts versus Villa? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. He's been one of the stars of the show. In a pretty poor show, he's been one of the stars of the show. When I say poor show, in terms of points, United are fine. In terms of performances, we way off. And it's not sustainable. And that's why you get the Carabao Cup games. That's why you get the Southampton game. And we're going to find out. We probably beat Villa. We'll probably beat... Now everyone's on Ollie's case. We'll probably turn up and beat Villa. Like 3-0 on the weekend.
And one thing about Greenwood is the 3 goals he did score. The one against Leeds, that was the winner. It was he made it 2-1. The one against Southampton was the equalizer, and the one against Wolves was the winner. So he's been very important for us. Even yesterday when he came on, you could just see the game changed. Martial didn't move like Greenwood. Greenwood came on. I think his first touch was that chance, was it? That Donny played over the top. Very good movement from Greenwood. So he has to start. He's earned his place in the starting 11.
Well, was Ollie right to take Lingard off at the point in the match? He was bright, but yeah, I suppose so. None of the None of the front four could have complained getting taken off. That's what I'd say about that, because none of them were exceptional. Jeremiah is even off the Martial bandwagon. He says, I don't care what people say, Martial needs to be sold. Get him out. Let Martial FC perish. Enough is enough. He's finished. Yeah, Martial got to go. I've said this. Martial got to go. I ain't going to make no excuses for him. Like, he has to go 100%. Abdallah says, don't underestimate Villa. I'm not underestimating anybody. I'm fully aware we could get beat by Villa. What I'm saying is it wouldn't surprise me if we beat Villa and then all the Oleaners are like, see, look, we beat Villa, we're back. This is how this runs. Same way we beat West Ham after a poor performance against Young Boys. This is us. That's what Manchester United do. Like, and that's not sustainable to win or challenge for a Premier League. To challenge or win a Premier League, you have to be consistent. We're not. Like, simple as that, we're not. And this is why I don't believe we winning anything this season. We're out of the Carabao Cup. So our season starts again in January. Because we're just here taking part currently. We literally, I said this yesterday on the watching, and we're here just to take part now. Till January. We ain't winning the Premier League. We ain't winning the Champions League. So we're just Everton. We're just Leeds.
The thing is with Villa, it might be a shaky game as well, because they did get in their signings and they're starting to look like they're gelling. So it could be another stinker from us.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm not expecting a good performance. I never expect a good performance from us. Our performance yesterday against West Ham in the first half after the goal was one of the better ones, and it wasn't even great. It's just better than what we're used to. Do you guys think it's odd that Ollie hasn't given the captaincy to Ronnie yet? He's clearly the leader on and off the pitch. Doesn't make sense why Maguire is still captain, in my opinion. That's from AD. I don't think it makes a difference, because Ronaldo's still gonna command respect.
You don't need the armband to be a leader.
You don't. Yeah, like Ronaldo's still. You're not gonna give him the armband and we see a different Ronaldo. He's still gonna be in the technical area when he's on the bench. He's still gonna be talking to players. Like, same with Bruno. Like, they don't need the captain's armband to command more respect and act like a captain and be a captain or anything like that. Like, no. So I don't think it makes a difference at all. That's just me. Question, we'll go to you first on this, but MB says, Martial in Serie A or back in the French league will do bits. Agree or disagree? Flawless and Zeno. You can go first.
Yeah, I think the Serie A and the French league, it's better suited to how Martial plays. It's not as fast paced. And it depends the team he goes into, because it's just... Martial is a baller, 100%. It's just not working out for him at United. And it's unfortunate, because I really like him and I really wanted him to do well. And the thing is, he hasn't been as bad as people make it out to be. Obviously, he's a scapegoat for different reasons, but I think it's better for his career just to leave. And he will do bits if he goes to the Serie A or the French league. And I hope he does now. I hope he does, because look, we can use that money to maybe get a CDM and it'll just be better for us.
Yeah, and again to this, do I believe? Yes, Martial goes somewhere and does bits. This is not me doubting Martial's talent. This is not the place for him. That's what it is. Wrong play. He's at the wrong club, wrong manager, or wrong time for him. That's why I want him to go, because I think he goes elsewhere and flourishes. If you put him in Italy, like you've mentioned, if you put him back in the French league, he does bits in the domestic league and in Europe. Martial is still a quality baller. What I'm saying is, wrong place for him, wrong club, wrong manager. This is why you just need to leave at this point, because you're not even going to get game time. You're not even going to get a chance. He's not playing again. So that's what I would say. Where else we at? Flawless, you were backing Martial and telling fans to lay off him. Wagwan now. I can't defend that. I'm not an Oleaner, or so like some of the Oleaners, where I'll defend something blindly. If you put in a poor performance, I'm going to say it was a poor performance, and it was. Aside from being the manager, the tactics, the system, all that type of stuff, Martial himself wasn't good enough yesterday, and I'll admit that he wasn't good. And that's why I'd move him on, simply because this ain't the place. You're not going to get a fair shot to succeed or fail. Yeah, you're not going to get a fair shot. Like I said, he started one match, and that's it. As soon as Ronaldo signed, I said this, as soon as Ronaldo signed, that sealed Martial's fate. It was already a last chance saloon type thing with Martial this season anyway. But he was going to get enough chances to succeed or fail this season. He was going to start 20 plus games in the league. He's not, I don't even know if he starts 10 games for us this season.
But you see this thing, with Ronaldo coming in, him and Cavani, they play the similar type, that poacher, they like the header. So I still think, like, obviously it depends on the coach now. If we had a good coach, if Ronaldo's not working, crossing to him, You bring on Cavani, it's like for like. You bring on Martial, it's something different. It's a different dynamic. But unfortunately, Ole doesn't think like that, and it's not Martial's fault in terms of him not getting a chance because he deserves one, but he's not going to get one, so he should just move on. He can still save his career. He's 25.
Yeah, very much, and that's it. He can still save his career 100%. Question: do you think Donny has done enough now to play regularly, or is he doomed to be in prison forever? He's not playing. He's good enough.
He
but
done
he's not
enough
going to
last
play.
season. He
Yes.
done enough last season.
Yeah. He's just not done enough. Yeah. C1 says, Flawless, I just want to ask you a question. Did Martial overperform in the season 1920 or did Oli help him? No, he didn't overperform. That's his level. That's the level he can be at. Martial is still a top quality player to me. Like I said, it's just a wrong club, a wrong manager, wrong time. He's not going to get game time. He needs game time. He needs to be playing 25 plus games in a season. And he's not going to get that here. He needs a fair 100%. Chance to succeed or fail. He's not going to get that here now with Ronaldo. Ronaldo's going to play. You've got Greenwood who can play up front, Cavani who can play up front. So he's at minimum 4. So best case scenario is 4th choice striker. From the left, you've got Rashford, you've got Sancho, you've got Pogba. So worst case scenario is 4th choice left winger.
Jeez.
That's why you're too good to be that far down the pecking order, I would say. You're way too good. So that's why I tell him, I'd tell him he needs to leave for his own sake. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Flawless, how worried are you that Oli will get us kicked out of all major tournaments? Worried? No, that's what's going to happen. I ain't worried. Worried about what? This is why I was on a vibes thing from the start of the season. Because I know what's going to happen. We're going to win nothing. Oh, we signed Varane. We got Champions League Varane. We got Jadon Sancho. We got world-class Cristiano Ronaldo. It does not matter. And people are finding that out quick. Look how depressed people are. We're only 7 games in. We played 7 matches. But only in September. The season started in August, correct?
Was August the first game? Yeah, may have been.
So the season started in August.
20th of August, yeah.
So it's been just over a full month and people are already fed up. There hasn't even been a new season bounce that feel. So quick. Southampton game, quick. Wolves game, even though we won, quick. Young Boys, quick. West Ham in the Carabao Cup, quick. It's a wrap.
And I'm the biggest example because I said I was going to change my stance and try and be positive, but you can't be positive with this team. You can't find any positives with the manager with this team. There's nothing. I tried that, but look, after the Leeds game, we done well, but guess what? Leeds played perfect for us to beat them like that. Then you come up against Southampton, who lost their best striker, lost their best defender. We couldn't dominate possession. We drew. We were lucky to get a draw. They missed a 1-on-1. Yeah. Then you play Wolves. Wolves, we should have lost. Real talk, we should have lost. I think they created better chances. De Gea did save us, and guess what? We scraped a draw. Then Newcastle, look, we done all right, I guess. You know, the goals came at the ends.
Yeah, we did all right.
They were against the run of play as well. The goals we scored were against the run of play, except for the Lingard one at the end. And then what game do we have? Young Boys, dreadful. So I don't understand. We've had one good game this season. What's there to be positive about? We got knocked out of the only competition that we came on here when we said our expectations or our predictions. The only competition we said we can win or we have the best chance in winning, we got knocked out in the first round. Do you know how mad that is? Like, that was our best chance of a trophy. We made a video and said our expectations. We just need a Carabao Cup, and I think that's going to be our best chance. We're out in the first round.
There we go. But out in the first round, how significant? Very, considering that was our best. Like, I've seen people say, "Oh, it's the 4th choice." I've seen people say this on socials. It's the 4th on the priority list. No, that's high on the priority list. We're not in the position of old. We're not in a Chelsea situation or City. Chelsea and City can say that. Those two sides can say, yeah, the Carabao Cup, that's our 4th priority because they have legitimate chances at winning the Premier League and the Champions League and the FA Cup. That was our best chance. We're not in the Premier League. Let me just break this down to people. Manchester United are not in contention for the Premier League or Champions League. Like, we're not in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? We're not top 5 favorites in the Champions League and we're not top 2 favorites in the Premier League. Like, cut it out like we're favorites for these competitions. Thank you. We're not. Right, let me just reiterate that. We have no priorities in that. Like, I mean, we don't have no. We can't be prioritizing. We haven't won a trophy in 4 or 5 years. We can't be turning our nose up at a trophy. Just pointing that out there. Flawless, do you think there's a scenario where Ollie gets sacked this season, like if he fails to get out of the Champions League group? No. The only way he gets sacked is if we don't finish top 4. If we go through this run in October and we're like 10, 15 points off top 4, I can see them pulling the trigger.
How about this though? How about if, look, we get knocked out of the Champions League and then the fans, they riot, or, the fans, they just move mad and they start singing Ole out and stuff. Do you think the fans could pressure Ole getting sacked or no?
I don't think the fans will do that.
Do you think there's too many Ole inners?
I think there's too many. I don't think they'll do that. I don't think so. We go out of the Champions League, they'll blame the players. They'll blame the players. True. 100%. They'll blame the players. The same way they blame the players for the Europa League loss. There's nothing this guy can do. Like I said, the only way it happens is if we go through this run and we don't win any games during this crazy run. So, like, say we don't beat Villa, we draw against Everton, we lose against the rest of the top 6, and we struggle in the Champions League. If it's looking like I said, if we're 10, 15 points away from top 4, they'll pull the trigger. So, like, November, I could see that happening 100%. If we're double figures or more away from top 4, that's the only way. Yeah. Champions, they don't care. The thing, Glazers don't care about being in Champions League. I mean, in sense of us winning it. It's just get there. Otherwise, they would have sacked him last season. What's the difference? What's the difference? There is no difference. But we move. Let's get to some more questions as well. Flawless and Zeno, do you think Diallo will have a bright future at United in the next 2-3 seasons from now?
If we get a new manager, maybe. No, with Ole.
Yeah, maybe. And the thing is, yeah, he's one of them. He'll be another one of them because he's individually good. He'll have his moments, but eventually he'll get slandered. Pardon me, and it'll be like, is he good enough? Blah blah blah, and all this type of stuff. Nah, that's what it is. And Jeremiah, that's why I said best case scenario, he's 4th choice. I'm not saying he is 4th or 5th choice. What I'm saying is the best case scenario for Martial is his 4th choice. This is why he needs to leave. It's been proven all he taxes 50%. You're right. Martial in the false 9 for Klopp would be great. He's got the technical ability like Firmino to play there and he can score goals. You're right. He does bits in another team. 100%.
He'd thrive in Liverpool's team.
MN says, but even with Oli tax, I would be really surprised if you get knocked out of the Champions League group and not make top 4. I wouldn't be really surprised if we got knocked out of the Champions League. I would be surprised if we didn't make top 4. That's what I would say.
The thing is though, if we don't get out of the group stages, just imagine the reaction from Ronaldo. It's gonna be crazy because I think there was a video going around when the final whistle blew or when we conceded. Ronaldo was fuming. So Ole getting Ronaldo was probably the biggest L he could take, because if he doesn't perform, he's gonna get him sacked.
In his case. Ronaldo gonna be on his case. Yeah,
100%.
I'm gonna be on his 100%. Yeah, you're right. This Disgruntled blogger says, I don't understand why y'all put yourselves through this. Best thing I did was stop watching while Doinks did perform in the circus act. I said this on From a Fair Eye View when me and Tox was debating it, and I stated that literally because I have to. For what I do for a living, I have to watch if this wasn't work, I wouldn't watch Manchester United. Why? I enjoy Overwatch. I did Leeds Newcastle last week. I enjoyed that watch along more. I did Aston Villa Everton. I enjoyed that. I don't enjoy Manchester United watch-alongs. I don't enjoy talking about us. But here we are. You lot enjoy the watch-alongs. If everyone turned around and said, yo, we don't want watch-alongs no more, I'd be like, all right, cool. But people enjoy them. They do good numbers. I'm saying, I like interacting with you lot. I like being on here with Zeno and Eddie and Harris when he joins in and Dan when he's on watch-alongs as well. But the reason also why I put myself through is because I know my expectations are in the bin. So it's not a shock. I had someone DM me, no names, I won't mention his name. I had someone DM me and he asked me this and he said, serious question, respectfully, I'm going to ask you this. I see you saying on YouTube and that you're on the vibes things this season. What would it take for you to get vexed? And what did he say? Don't give me a, he said, don't give me a certain answer. I can't remember. And I said to him,
isn't like, don't beat around the bush.
No, he said, don't give me a, what was the phrase he used? One sec, let me find this. And I'm going to let you decipher what you think it is. One sec. It's in my DMs now. I'm just clicking on the screen right now. 1 second. I'll tell you now
Yeah.
exactly
Also,
what man
also with
said.
the watch alongs,
He
man, it
said,
takes the stress away from us. All right, go on.
yeah, he said, sorry to cut you off. He said,
Yeah.
don't give me a Matt Hancock type response. That's what he said. So I'm presuming Matt Hancock, I believe, is a politician. But obviously, Zeno, you ain't gonna know. I think he's a politician over here. So then I just
Yeah.
responded back and told man, my expectations are on the floor. So when we hit the floor, how am I gonna be disappointed? What I'm seeing is what I expect. It's not a shock. You know what I'm saying? Me and Zeno, do you know it's the same thing? I'll break it down further. Me and Zeno do ManDem United every Tuesday and every Thursday. It's like me jumping on here and I see Zeno and I'm surprised to see Zeno. Like, yo, what are you doing here? Like, I expect to see Zeno. So it's the norm.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a good. That's
if
a
I
good one.
didn't, so that's like me seeing you on here and be like, yo, Zeno, why are you here? I expect to see you. And the reason why I'm using that stupid analogy is to break that down, people. That's why you don't see me on here vex. You might see me animated and stuff, but you won't see me vex because my bar is on the floor. But yet
So
still, all these
we don't win a
underneath
trophy.
it.
We don't make top 4. You won't be vexed.
No, because then I think he's gone. I'd be happy.
Yeah.
Long term, short term,
True,
no.
true.
Long term, yes. Because I think he's gone if we don't make top 4. I think
Yeah.
it's a wrap. If you don't make top 4, it's a wrap. But I think he makes top 4. But it wouldn't surprise me if we don't make top 4. That's how bad it is. It wouldn't surprise me if we finish 5th. Looking for him, it's looking like Leicester ain't at it. West Ham, maybe you could argue. He's just lucky there isn't another team to come and go again. Arsenal are nowhere to be seen. Leicester ain't at it. West Ham, maybe. Everton or Villa, maybe one of those two can get
Brighton
together.
also. Brighton are looking very good.
Maybe Graham Potter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe he does that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying on it. Like, here's what it is. Flawless, how I start my feeling after last night. Probably didn't help that you had to see your mug after the game as well. Ha 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 ha. I hope he's doing better anyway. I hope he's doing better. See, one says Flawless man did the rock and grabbed the mic. You know, I had to grab the mic just to let people know we're not in no position to be prioritizing. The Carabao Cup's our 4th priority. We have 2 competitions we could have won legitimately: FA Cup, Carabao Cup. Now that's gone. We don't start playing again until January now. We're just here to take part. We're just a part. We're just vibes. We're literally just vibes. We in the rave and we just vibes. We ain't doing nothing. Just vibes. That's what we're on. Allow Jeremiah, man. That's my guy, Ryan, man. Allow him. MN says, what's the Ollie in, Ollie out split? Sometimes the opinions on social media and the fans at the stadium are very different. I think on social media it's 50-50. I think in the ground is majority Ollie in. It's majority Ollie in. But that's because they're there to back the manager. And I wouldn't go to Old Trafford and be screaming Ollie out because I'm there to support the manager and the team at that point for 90 minutes. Then after the game, I'll give my thoughts. But I want the team and the manager to do an exceptional job because I want to see us win the game. But even Saeed said it yesterday. He was on the tram yesterday. He was outside the ground yesterday after the game. And he said it was very debatable. But people are just blinded. That's why we've had certain people in the comments on here who just support the club blindly. Or you just have to back the manager. So I have to back someone who...
Do you know anyone like personally that's Ole in? Like someone who's given you a good reason to even
there is no
debate
good
with
reasons.
you? Yeah, but
No.
but someone to even debate or...
No, my mom's Ollie in. But no, she never comes with no good reasons in that. She just likes him as a player and what he did. My big sister's Ollie in. You know what I'm saying? My pops has finally turned. Because even my pops wasn't he just didn't want to slander him.
Yeah.
But even he knew he wasn't good enough. But yeah, me and my mom debate all the time because she sticks it on the players. She's like, the players need to do more. And I'm like, I hear that. But when is this guy going to be held accountable? Well, she Ollie in. And we debate all the time. Like who did we beat? We beat
West Ham or
Wolves. It was Wolves that she messaged me. And she turned it around and said, told you we'd win. I'm like, don't do that. WhatsApp messaged me that. I'm like, don't do that. Because you watched that game. I know you weren't happy. Don't do that. But yeah, there is no good reasons for being Ollie in. There is no good reasons. Like, let's keep it real, man. There's nothing legitimate to back this guy. Let's keep it 100%. Hey, mods, be on it. Don't worry, we got slow mode on. So it's easy to deal with. Yeah, slow mode's on already, man. I already had slow mode on. Let me double check. Yeah, it's on, man. I got you, look. Slow mode's on at the start. I put it on at the start of every video anyway, beforehand. So it's easy to deal with the fake accounts. Imagine your fans were actually singing Ollie's at the wheel in the Stretford End when you were losing in the second half. That's disgraceful. Because you're supporting the team. I don't think that's disgraceful. You're supporting the team. I get that. Don't boo him because that doesn't help. I wouldn't go as
Yeah,
far as
you're
to be
gonna
singing
push them
Ollie's
on
had a
to
win.
win.
But you want to
Yeah,
push him on to win. I'd still be singing songs about the players. I'd still sing Martial's name. I'd still sing Sancho if he's got a chant. Greenwood. I'd still sing Donny. You get me? Whoever's got a chant, like 100%, I'm still cheering regardless. I seen us get slapped by Everton 4-0 at Goodison. I sang for the whole 90 minutes. That's one of the best games I've been to. We're just shouting abuse at the Everton fans. It was great. Because where I was like close to the pitch where Everton were attacking in the first half. And the Everton fans were there behind the ground. We were just shouting abuse. Once we went 2-0 down, it's like, forget the game. Just shouting abuse at these, man.
yeah,
It's
that's
great.
it. That's it.
It was great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was still there. I think I could have left. Yo, let me come back, get it early. I could have said to my boy Deviant, let's dip, man, and go back early. Like, nah, we out here. That's why I'm trying to get to some more away games. You feel me? That's what
100%, man.
Disgruntled blogger says, I would flawless, don't care where I am. Just be careful if you're going to do that. That's all I'd say. Just be careful. SVS says, I support Manchester United, not Ollie. That's it. I support Manchester United. And if he's the manager, I will support him from the first minute to the 90th minute of every single game. I will not slander him, especially if I'm in the ground. I'm not going to slander him. However, I'm going to give my thoughts during the game, even if I'm at the ground or not. If I'm with Zeno, me and Zeno are at the game and I see Ollie make a dodgy sub, I'm going to say, Zeno, yeah, that's not the right sub. But then I'm not going to support the sub because I want the team to do well. I want to be wrong about this manager. However, after the game, if we lose or draw, then we can have the conversation. Same way, if we win, we give him credit. But yeah, I support
100%.
Manchester United.
Yeah.
That devil says, nah, that's peak flawless. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. Yeah, man. Family feuds and that. Yeah, my mom just be on a wild one and that with this Ollie and thing. Chris K says, don't worry, flawless. We are just an Ndidi away from winning the Carabao Cup. Facts. Just an Ndidi away.
I don't know, man. I don't know because look, we said again, we do need a CDM, but does having a team filled with superstars or world-class players or top-class players, does that guarantee success? It doesn't. Maybe it will help us in some games, 100%, but it won't guarantee success. And this is where you have to give credit to Flawless because he said it from day one. I remember you saying when we done our expectations that even if we did get Ndidi, under Ole we don't challenge, or if we do, we'll probably leave it like till January.
Well, you're right,
and you were right. We could get 11 world-class players, but under Ole we're not going to challenge because it doesn't guarantee success.
100%. And hey, Black Diamonds, right? We got 56 watching, but only 24 likes. You lot are taking liberties. Jeez, like, me and Dino are going to dip. Get the likes up. Like, all we're asking you lot to do is hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Literally, if you like the content. That's it. Flawless, would you be surprised if we get knocked out of the Europa flawless with Ollie Tax doubling? No, because we got knocked out of the Europa League last season. So, Pac Bandit, to answer your question, no. Let me just reiterate this, people. Nothing surprises me with this manager. Nothing. No defeat, no loss, no exit in the cup competition, no league, no final league position, probably outside of the top 6 would surprise me because I know how bad this manager is. And I really, really, really do not rate him at all. I give us a 0.5% chance of winning the Premier League. I gave us a 1% chance of winning the Champions League. However, if we get a competent manager in, both of those shoot up. We legitimately challenge for the Premier League. We're in the conversation for the Champions League. At this point, I don't even know if we get out of the group. Legit.
Because look, we have Villa now at home, then we have Villarreal and at home, and then we have Everton, I think. So we have 3 home games, and if we don't win all of them, it's pressure. There's already pressure, but it's different now. That's 3 home games. And Villarreal, because look, Villa, he's going to play starting 11 because he wants to bounce back. So you're going to play our starting 11 twice, and then Everton again, which is our first biggest game, you could say, or not biggest, but Everton is a big team still for us. So our first team are going to be playing 3 games in a row. Yeah. Because we all know he doesn't rotate.
All right. 100%. You are 100% right. I'm just seeing if these likes have shut up. Yeah, they have. Big up to you lot on that. On job. Big up the mods on job as well. Z Gold says, big up you guys, but flawless. If it means Ollie wins 3 FA Cups in the next 2 seasons and a League Cup, would you sack him? How can you win 3 repeat that. Write that question again. How can you win 3 FA Cups in 2 seasons? See, even you don't believe Z Gold that this guy's gonna win anything. So we move. Prime says, wait, Flawless's mum is Ollie in. Yes. My mum's Ollie in. My big sister's Ollie in. I think one of my uncles is Ollie in. Even my younger cousins. Wait, 2 out of 4 of them, I think they're Ollie in as well, and like it's mad. I don't understand it. I don't get it. SVS, I'll let you answer this, Zeno. What's your thoughts on Dalot's performance yesterday?
Do you know what? Like, look, we can't. At the end of the day, like the average performance or whatever you could say is like a 4 out of 10. So if I say he was good, it's like a 4 out of 10 because it's still better than like Martial or something, but it's not up to standard. So for me, I was impressed with Dallo because I wanted to see him get the chance, and he does offer more than Wan-Bissaka. He does offer more than Wan-Bissaka. The defensive error came from the other side, from Tellers' side. So Dallo, you can't really fault him. You know, he did try. I like him so much, and I want him to start. So personally, I was impressed I was impressed with him, and he was one of the better players for me. I don't know what flawless things, but I was happy with Dallo. Not happy as in because overall the team's poor, but happy as in he was one of the better players from the poor.
Yeah, he was an outlet. That's one thing I do like about him.
Yeah.
He was an outlet. However, he wasn't good overall to me. Like I expect more from him, but then a lot of things come into play. Do I expect more from Dalot individually? Yes, but again, you're coming into the worst possible predicament. And he was decent. Ryan said it, considering he never plays. You bring a player in from the cold and say, right, here's your one chance. Even if you play well, you're not going to start. But then, hopefully, I expect to see a better him. Do we play Villarreal next week?
Yeah, so it's Villa this week and then Villarreal. So we'll see him.
So I expect him to play against Villarreal. So I'm expecting to see a better him versus Villarreal because he's played the 90 minutes versus West Ham. That's what I'm expecting.
And he'll be with a better team because we'll play our first team against Villarreal.
Yeah. That's literally it. Prime asking me questions he knows the answer to, Just see, Prime, this is why I get on you, yeah, because you ask me questions you know the answer to, thinking you're slick. So he says, question for Flawless, what's more important, getting a world-class DM or bringing in a new manager? Can only pick one. Bringing in a new manager. It don't matter what you said in front of all. You could have said anything. What's more important, bringing in a new manager is more important than anything else at Manchester United Football Club. Probably apart from owners. That's literally it. That's the only thing that would tell it to the other side.
Yeah.
If you give me a choice between proper owners like a Roman or the City owners that or a new manager, give me the owners. Minus owners, that's it. I'm going with a new manager every single time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's not a debate.
When you come Liverpool away, we're having a fight outside the ground. If I could get Liverpool tickets away, yes, I'm gonna punch you up for them. But I'm not getting tickets away to Anfield. So no, I'd love it. That'd be my dream. Like if somebody got me tickets away at Anfield, like they go up in my estimation. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%. Where else we at? Where else? Yeah, Prime. You already know. It's all nothing but love. It's all nothing but love. Big up Flex Star as well. You're saying Ollie in. Ten Hag would do a madness with United. I think any competent manager could do bits with this side because the squad is there. The squad is there.
Yeah.
And Zahid gets it. New owners would mean a new manager. Anyway, that's why I said new owners is the only thing I take over a new manager. Literally, that's it.
Yeah.
It goes new owners, new manager, everything else. 100%. Imagine if we win a quadruple. I didn't know Ryan was supporting Chelsea now, but we move. You know what I'm saying? Captain Uncle says Carabao Cup holds no significance to United, to be honest, bigger fish to fry. I think that's the wrong attitude to have. Because it was one of our best opportunities. Captain Uncle, let me ask you, what do you think we'll win it? What do you think we have a better chance of winning? Aside from the Carabao Cup. So outside that, so the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League, let me know where you would rank those four and where you think United had the best chance of winning.
But even if it holds no significance, it's the bigger picture, as in we're still playing the same. Well, football is dead. There's no style of play. So look, maybe we get knocked out, but the principle, as in we're still playing the same football. We played the same football with Phil Jones and Smalling and James as we're playing with Ronaldo, Martial, Pogba, Donny, with these ballers now. The football is still the same. Ole is not changing, as in our football is not getting better. His management is not getting better. His subs are not getting better. So for me, I'm pissed off. Like, look, we get knocked out. We still have the FA Cup to go. Maybe, for me, it was always between the Carabao Cup or FA Cup, but now one of them's gone in the first round. And
Huh?
it's the principle as in we still play the same and the players don't look good. And who does that come down to? The manager.
Yeah. All right. Bruno Vision says we win in the league. Just believe. I hope you're right. Look at Zeno's face. That says it all. But I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Ryan says get subscribing people less than 90 away from 3.5. I did not know that. So yeah, man, make sure you lot hit the subscribe button. Flex, you better be subscribed, you joker. He says certainly not winning the Champions League or Premier League. Should have taken the Carabao Cup more serious, even though you probably would have fumbled it in the last stages because of a man like Ollie. He's spot on. He's spot on. Can't argue with anything he's saying there. Spot on. AD says if Ollie somehow wins the Premier League or Champions League, we got him for another 3-4 years. LOL, catch 22 situation. Catch 22 situation. Now it's not catch 22 because you know what that does? That lets you know miracles can happen. That's what it is. It lets you know miracles can happen.
Well, it depends on the context. So let's say we win the league. If we do better than Chelsea, Liverpool, and City, fair enough. That means Ole woke up one day with tactics. He woke up one day being a better manager, a better coach.
Mm-hmm.
But if Liverpool, let's say they get 10 injuries, Chelsea, something also happens to their team, same with City, then it's not him being good. It's just everyone being poor, like last season. But it's not a catch-22 because if we do win the Premier League and we dominated and our football changes miraculously, then fair enough. Let's keep him because we always said what warrants time is success, winning trophies. So if he wins the trophies, fair enough, especially over the managers that are there.
Well, that's it. In warrants time, you're right. 100%. Chris K says you cannot judge any player in that team yesterday. Never played together, and most of them with no minutes. There's such thing as match sharpness. That definitely plays a part, but people want to ignore that to back Ollie. But what you're saying, Chris K, I agree with. Do the players need to? Should those players have done more? Yes. Well, that plays a factor. This is why I wanted the majority of them players to play against young boys. Then it's 2 games in a week. Then we get sharper players against West Ham. But this guy doesn't want to utilize the squad and rotate. And he did that for that one game, which is cool for West Ham, but do that against young boys, which is the easier, it's the more favorable fixture. And then we probably get a better play. We probably get a better performance against West Ham. That's what I would say. Yeah, Flex, I already know, man. I'm joking. Flex Star, big up to you. With Ronaldo, I'm seeing United winning the FA Cup or Champions League. And to be honest, with the league, if Chelsea slip up, which is very much possible, it can happen. You're seeing United win the FA Cup or Champions. Hey, I hope you're right. That's all I'm going to say on that. I ain't even going back and forth. I hope you are right, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about Chelsea, though. For me, Chelsea are the best team in the world at the moment.
You could argue.
So I don't see how they slip.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I don't see them slipping up. I think Chelsea win the Premier League.
Yeah, and I don't FA Cup possibly with a favorable draw, but then we had a favorable draw in the Carabao Cup and went out. So I don't know where people get their confidence from with this team because of with Ronaldo and that. Like, all right, okay, yeah, like I don't know. Z Gold says that was a typo, flawless, but we moved. My apologies, it just confused me in it. He said it's somehow Solskjaer, known for only group stage, somehow wins the FA Cup at the end of the season, finishes 4th by about 30 points behind. Would you sack 30 points behind? Absolutely. 4th and 30 points behind. Yes. 100%. You can't bring in Varane, Ronaldo, and Sancho, win at FA Cup, finish 4th at 30 points off top. So what are we gonna do in the summer after that? So he's got to go. He's got to go.
And that
Captain says, I'm not even a United fan, but I enjoy the content. Yeah, it shows. But I appreciate you liking the content. Go on.
But that it goes against all the Ole innism in terms of progress, because if we finish 30 points behind, that's not progress. We're regressing because last season what were we, like 15 points? So now we're going back to where we were before. That's not progress, regardless of the FA Cup, because we're Man United. It should never be a place where we have to choose either a trophy or top 4, or a trophy in terms of FA Cup or Carabao Cup, or challenging for the title. We should be doing both, especially with this team.
Should be, but Oli tax. Dan says, would Mourinho have done better with the backings and signings that Oli has now? He would have won a trophy. I don't think he wins a major trophy, but I think he wins a trophy. Like, we don't go 3-4 years. Like, we win the Europa League. which he won. We won the League Cup, which he's won. We probably win the FA Cup. Did we challenge for the league? Probably not. But we win one of the domestic trophies, I would say.
Yeah.
Definitely on. What do you think?
The thing is with Jose, like, look, he wasn't backed. You know, there were certain signings he did once, which would have hindered our club, like getting rid of Pogba and Rashford, and maybe Martial. He was right, because look at him now. But if you keep Jose, you look at the Tottenham team. Like, he came in, the way Tottenham started that season, they were looking dangerous. They beat City. They were dominating possession. They were winning, and then it just went wrong in the dressing room, and that's where it goes wrong for Jose. So Jose, I don't know, with this team, maybe we do start off well, but guess what? With Jose now, there's always the problem of it going wrong in the dressing room. Because look, Shaw wouldn't play because of Jose and Shaw. Pogba wouldn't be here. So what team? What team would we have? Because the Glazers wouldn't back him. So with this team now, maybe we start off well. 100% we start off well, but it always goes wrong in the dressing room with Jose. That would have been the biggest problem. So yeah, I don't know. He does better than Ole, obviously. He's a better coach, a better manager, but it would go wrong.
Yeah.
It would go wrong 100%.
Yes, eventually it would. So that's what I'd say about that. It would. You're right. You're right. What else we got? We're gonna close out the show shortly as well. Where else we got? AD says, Viva Saeed, it's all his fault. He got us all hyped up believing that we would win the quadruple. But he flipped yesterday. He said, I'm not on the quadruple thing no more, Flawless. I'm on I'm on the vibes thing that you're on. And told people, don't get hyped. When Zeno was in here getting hype, I was like, I'm gonna be here for you. Told Statman the same thing. Look at Statman's face like thunder when he was doing it. He went for 5 hours yesterday on his watch. He was fuming. His head was gone. He looked as red as the top behind Zeno, his face. I never knew someone could turn red. I never knew someone could turn so red. You look like, a thermometer going up. That's what he looks like. That's what he looked like. Joseph says, if you watch fan cams from United View from Flex, it looks like a lot of match-going fans are slow in turning on Ollie. Is it? Okay. Interesting. Wouldn't surprise me. This is very interesting. Flawless, I'm glad that Ollie doesn't have a car. So Cup. Oh, he doesn't have the. So you're saying you hope he doesn't have the Carabao Cup as an excuse so people can't use that. It wouldn't have been enough. It would have been a start though, but it wouldn't have been enough. Ahmed says, if we win something, I might slide into Maya Jama's DMs. I've probably got a better chance of landing there than Ollie is winning anything. Ahmed, do that. Ollie wins the Premier League or Champions League in Maya Jama's DMs. I got your back. Shoot your shot, King. DM her on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at her on Twitter, be in her Instagram comments, everything. Why not, Ahmed? You have nothing. If Ollie can win a Premier League or Champions League, anything is possible.
Anything is possible, man. Anything is possible.
You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible. Flawless, what do you think is the biggest mistake your board made after Ferguson left? Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything, I would say. That's what I'd say about that. Yeah, and the home, I seen what you said. Yes, Black Diamond, we did. We won the youth them, but you know what? They wanted to get gassed. Your Zenos, your Statman Baineses. Saeed's not a youth, but Saeed wanted to get caught up quadruples. We're winning everything. We're not winning nothing. And I get called negative for this. And then when it goes wrong, they blame me. Fans blame me like, oh, it's your fault. Did I pick the team? Would I make the subs? Was I doing the tactics? Was I in the change?
Yeah, you see, Flawless, he's a visionary. Like, he's not pissed. I'm so pissed. Like, you don't understand. I'm fuming. I'm not showing it today, but I'm fuming. You don't understand. I'm fuming. I don't know if you joined my. I saw you join my Twitter Spaces. This one guy came in and Ole in. Yeah. I swore this guy about Ole in. Don't piss me off, man. Saying, oh, Ole's good. The Carabao Cup is nothing. People saying it's not significant. But bro, if we can't win the easiest tournament, what makes you think we're gonna win the hardest?
Yeah.
What makes you think we're gonna win the hardest?
100%.
So yeah, it's just a vibes thing now, bro. There's no point. Vibes. Do you know what? It's the hope that kills you. It's the hope that kills you, and that's what happened. I'm passionate. I was happy when Ronaldo came back. Because for me, Ronaldo's one of the main reasons I played football. So I'm gassed that he finally came back. It was every United fan's dream since he left. He came back. The vibes were up. Everything was up. And guess what? That Ole tax is so hefty. Even the greatest player of all time, arguably, even he can't surpass that Ole tax. What does it tell you about this guy?
Facts. And here's the thing as well. One Don says we missing rants on YouTube. No joke. He's on Twitch. So go to his Twitch, man. He's exclusively on Twitch. All his streams are on there. So just type in rants and bants on Twitch, and it will come up. Ahmed says, I flipping wish Flawless was the one doing the tactics. Can't be worse than Ollie. I'd do a terrible job, but it can't be worse still. At least with me, you'd get some vibes. I'd bring the vibes. At least that. I'd bring some form of entertainment. I'd bring vibes or something like that. I'd defo bring vibes and stuff like I'd bring something. You hear what I'm saying? Like 100.
At least you'd make subs at the right time, so it's already better than Ole.
I just go all out attack. Like, why not? Why not? Let's just run it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just run it. What else we got? Black Diamond says, I'm not shocked in the slightest, but my sons are fuming. Daddy knows best. Like, Z Gold says, Flawless, you're not negative, but you can't predict what will happen. It's the same, like you can't predict what will happen in the future. You should be calm and negative at the same time and just wait and see. No, the reason why I'm not on that is simply because I'm not negative. You're right. I'm giving my predictions. So, of course, I believe my predictions are correct. That's why if you ask me what do I think is going to happen in the future, I'm going to tell you. So far this season, everything I've said is going to happen has happened. Look at everyone deflated. Look at Zeno's face. Deflated already. Only a month in. And I am calm. This is why I'm on a vibes thing.
Yeah, just go see me after the Leeds game. To me now, you'll know the difference of Ole tax. That will give you the definition of Ole tax.
Yeah, you're right, fam. 100%. Exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. So that's why I'm just looking at it. Like it's just, yeah.
It is what it is.
So I'm just giving my predictions and stuff. Yes, I am on Red Talk in half an hour on Rance's channel. Myself, Aaron, Rance. I'm not sure who else is jumping on as well. Let's get through the final couple questions. AD says, be positive, guys. We're going to win the treble. Okay, I hope you're right. If you've not seen your team win, it's harder to be realistic and not have hope and faith. The realism is we ain't going to win anything. We had 4 trophies to compete for. Now it's free. Now we on free. I'm not even sure we get out of the Champions League group. That's 2. We're not winning the Premier League. That's 1. So I'm here waiting on the FA Cup. January. So till New Year, we just on a vibes thing.
Yeah, man. 100%. Yeah. But you guys, we play Aston Villa. Let us know your predictions in the comments.
Yes,
honestly,
we'll go through that.
Honestly, if you guys are positive, I think it's going to be a scrappy 2-1 win again. We're not going to play good football. We're going to be lucky to win. I just don't see how we bounce back in a way where we dominate this team because they're looking good. They brought in very good players. Like they lost Grealish, but they brought in very good players. And it looks like they're starting to gel together. That Leon Bailey, he's looking good. Buendia, I don't know if he's in form, but I just don't trust Ole. Like, I'm so deflated. Like, and the thing is, if I expect this great, like, dead football 2-1 win and we dominate, that's plus because I'm going to be gassed about it. But if I expect us to dominate them, 99% that's not going to happen. And then I'm going to just be pissed off again. So it's just a vibes thing. But I think we'll get 3 points. It won't be pretty, but we'll get 3 points.
Yeah, I agree. It won't be pretty. Ask me on the watch along, people. I've not even thought that far ahead, to be honest. When it's only Saturday. So I'm thinking early kickoff. I can't even be asked waking up to do it, but here we are. There will be a watch along on the channel for it. We'll start half an hour before kickoff. Well, it's supposed to be. It might be 15 minutes, but half an hour before kickoff. I know Zeno you'll be running a watch along on your TikTok, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be running a watch along on his TikTok. Eddie might be on, Dan might be on. If not, it's me, Dolo. But yeah, there will be a watch along going on. Check out the upcoming live stream section as well. Like I said, I'll think about it on Saturday. But right, anything you want to add before we bounce?
Nah, man, it's big up to the chat. It's been lively today, you know. So big up to you guys. Even though it's depressing for us, it's nice to see you guys in the chat. And yeah, on to the next game. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to this channel and share because we're close to 3.5k. And to check my socials, you have to be following Flawless. It will just be easier. So just check out Flawless on Instagram and you'll find my stuff.
Oh yeah, we're back. Like I said, I'm on Rant's Red Talk. I'm on Rance's Twitch, 7 p.m. Then 9 p.m. on this channel, you'll get the Arsenal versus Tottenham preview. So that'll be Gonna Talk from the Arsenal versus Talking that Tottenham Talk. Then I'm on Matisse's channel, Large Up Matisse. That'll be at 10 p.m. on Matisse's Twitch. And then the Sarcasm City Sports members Q&A will be like midnight on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. But make sure you're following me across all platforms and you'll see me posting this. But love to everyone who's locked. The ManDem United podcast will be back Tuesday. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 p.m. Myself, Zeno, sometimes joined by special guests. Also, large up to AD who says, good stream, lads, top notch. MN says, peace. You know what I'm saying? Large up. Big up, guys. Says, brush. Like the video and drop a sub on your way out. Please do that. Abdallah says, big up my dumb flawless every time. And my guy
Big
Zeno.
up to
Don't
you,
forget
man.
as well.
Big up, Ryan.
Yeah, don't forget, bit larger, little bro Ryan. This show as well, people, is available as an audio on audio only platforms as well. So if you want to listen on SoundCloud, Spotify, or iTunes, the links underneath in the description as well. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV because you might want to listen while you're at work, while you're driving, while you're cooking, while you're cleaning. You might just want the audio. You know what I'm saying? You might have it on your phone and not want to have YouTube open. So it's available. Links underneath in the description. And this has been the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very